Before I begin, I just need a quick preface. So, as many of you know, my country's not doing great. And so, back in the 1950s, the Allen Ginsberg, I'm sure most of you have heard of him, wrote a poem called America Part 1, or I call it Part 1 just because I wrote Part 2. He wasn't happy with Dwight D. Eisenhower, and I'm not happy with Trump. So, with that, America Part 2 in honor of Allen Ginsberg. America, you've taken all and now we're nothing. America, $3.06, November 8th, 2016. I'm disconnected from my own mind. I search in the endless cosmos for a solution high on newly legal marijuana. Is this my timeline or has someone tampered with our direction? It is my distant fear. America, you anglo-faced fuckhead! Why must you make decisions that make mothers happy and daughters disappointed? America, they told me you were changing. I write my poem now in case I'll be held to new libel laws in the near future. America, perhaps I'm not the right person to tell you all this, but this is the right time. America, can we pass this joint while I read? Do you remember when your farmers were trapped in dust bowls, raped by banks, and left to die in the Mexican, no wait, then it was the Californian desert? Wouldn't you push drugs on a mother's child, rich and willing, if only to see your baby eat just one meal each day? How can you condemn children to starve simply because of their longitude and latitude? America, if we are the world's policemen, who then is the world's homeless shelter? America, I am probably a hypocrite. I believed in unity when we elected our first black brother to take the wheel of this Titanic. Why did no one warn him of the fiery orange iceberg? I suppose it won't be a problem now, as they'll all be melted soon. The point is, I miss the pain of half the country, and now that half has bitten back. Our Chinese sisters knew, our Japanese brothers knew, our German sisters knew, our Jewish brothers knew, our Muslim sisters beg us to remember America. Can't you see we cannot mistake our own right leg for the enemy? We the millennials demand a new millennium. I have spoken out against the great leader. I suppose I must be whining. My mind is made up. There will be trouble. America, isn't it all those participation trophies that make me think banning Muslims is not okay? Surely if I don't grab women by the pussy, then I wasn't hit enough as a child, and I am not man. America, we will not fear hate, but hate fear. We will march in the streets wearing rainbow stars of David and jihad etched in our flesh. America, I will not stop pushing. America, we do not hate you, but we long to love you. This is why we cry. When you celebrate the trail of tears, you mock their pain with your callous team names. You only understand your racial problems like old movies. You haven't learned to add color to your vision. Must I scream your N-word before you understand your crime? Our greatest crime was not our greatest crime. We have atom bombs haunting far-off land, Truman's name etched into the body and history of 5-year-old girls, for they were the enemies and we the heroes. American citizens who we stole every piece of clothing from, down to their last pair of boxer shorts, murmuring, for they looked Japanese and we spinelessly forced them into camps. Do you recall that it is Chinese blood from which you forged every connecting rod of your great railroads? Perhaps it's the way you used to rip those guys from their chairs where all they asked for was a meal. Perhaps it's when you considered your one-half to be only worth 3/5 and forced them to die for your profit. Your daughters have sat so long at a vigil for Diana di Prima, they have forgotten her voice for the movement. We can still hear the pieces of her song in every woman, congressman, poet, and person. They pine for promised freedoms, but feminism is too extreme. Right, America? You cannot bring one group up to an equal status without bringing another group down to an equal status. Still, our sisters stand proudly as a melted white candle burning decades longer than it was supposed to, desperately trying to resuscitate the dead in silent common vision. America, you've added a new sheet of glass to every ceiling and are starting to fill in the cracks. America, I never thought I'd be adding another word to this poem, but 58 more of my brothers and sisters were mowed down in the warm Las Vegas night because you won't put away your toys. I am a real-life nephew of my Uncle Sam, and I am weeping. Don't tell me not to politicize mass shootings. Shootings into an innocent crowd is a political act of terror, and this man is a terrorist. Don't tell me he is a misunderstood lone wolf. because we've had enough of those to make a pact. Don't tell me there is no solution when this is a disease that only seems to exist in your womb. Don't tell me you want to focus on healing the mentally ill as you take my brother's rent money for his bipolar medication. Where was your well-regulated militia when the fully automatic bump stock rained metal upon my countrymen? There is no devil I can blame and no God I can condemn, because we are the flaws that consume us. I don't care if we've already outlawed his machinery. We've been playing fast and loose with our own laws, and we have failed our families. Would you believe me when I tell you there is good in us? We are done. We are not an evil people, but we were so distracted by our right hand we didn't know what the left was doing. And I am so sorry. America, your students carry anchors, fear they'll be sent to war, but at least Putin and Kim Jong-un seem to like us now. America, if I work 40 hours a week and I'm not able to afford rent, should everyone? America, it's my own fault, right? I don't work hard enough. Labor laws and minimum wage were not made to protect a powerless workforce, no. They were made to protect high school kids working their first job for 3 hours after school. None of your families went hungry off of living off of 30 cents a day, and The Grapes of Wrath is nothing more than a book about old men sucking titties. America, you cannot forget you're beaten, raped, enslaved. Now you ask how your wrongs can be forgiven. Your wrong do not regret. You've played your trump card and sawed your own 2 legs in half. Now we do not stand. America, Allen Ginsberg's shoulder has grown tired, but I offer him my body. I am his ally. I am your ally. America, I'm putting my shoulder to the wheel.